Hello students, last time we started the lesson number 14, substances in common use. Today we start the next type of salt, that is the washing soda. Washing soda is a common name. Its molecular formula is Na2CO3.H2O. See that. Washing soda is a common name. Its molecular formula is Na2CO3.H2O, means one water molecule present in the molecule of washing soda. Its chemical name is sodium carbonate. Now see that, try this. Procedure. Take a sample of water from a well or a bore well in a beaker. Add some soap to it and stir. Then take another sample, add 1 spoonful of washing soda and stir. Then add some soap and stir again. Observe the changes that take place. Which changes did occur and why do they occur? Now see the explanation given in this paragraph. The hard water from a well or a bore well becomes soft on adding washing soda, and we come to know this from the lather form on it. The hardness of water is due to the presence of chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium in it. So these salts are present in that water, and that's why that water make hard. Na2CO3, that is the washing soda, is added to it to soften such water and make it suitable for use. The reaction with Na2CO3 causes the formation of insoluble carbonate salts of magnesium and calcium. So here 2 marks question related to its chemical reaction asked here, such as question is asked like this way. Magnesium chloride is react with sodium carbonate, or sodium carbonate is added in the aqueous solution of magnesium chloride. So all of you know that how to write the chemical reaction. So I'm showing again here. Check that. First of all, we are writing the word equation. Write the name of this MgCl2 above it, that is a magnesium, what? Magnesium chloride, plus Na2CO3 means sodium carbonate, or you write washing soda also. Then to form MgCO3 means magnesium carbonate, that you write here, plus 2NaCl means sodium chloride in solid state. And then afterward below it, magnesium chloride, substitute the formula MgCl2, aqueous state, it is in solution form because this magnesium chloride is already dissolved in that hard water. We are adding solid washing soda, that is Na2CO3, in that water. Then what happened? That is insoluble carbonate of salts of magnesium. So MgCO3 is a magnesium carbonate, that is an insoluble salt is formed in this reaction. If calcium is present in the hot water, then calcium carbonate is formed like that way. And that water makes soft. Next one. Sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is a water soluble salt of sodium. Sodium carbonate is a water soluble salt of sodium. Crystalline sodium carbonate on keeping means exposed to air. So what happened? So reaction is given here. Loses its water of crystallization. Water molecules are present in this washing soda molecule. When we expose in air or in open space, then what happened? That loses its water of crystallization readily and white powder is obtained here. This is called as washing soda. So Na2CO3.10H2O. It is what? It is a crystalline sodium carbonate. In this crystalline sodium carbonate, 10 water molecules are present. When we expose to air or on keeping, water molecules are lost from this crystalline sodium carbonate and white powder is a form containing only one water molecule. So formula of washing soda is Na2CO3.H2O. All are getting? So how to write the chemical reaction again? So in above, see that Na2CO310H2O means write down the here. What you write above? Word equation first, that is crystalline sodium carbonate here. Then some water molecule loss, and then to form we are writing one more name here. What is the name of this? That is a sodium carbonate, and below it you write down white powder, or in bracket also you write washing soda. So this is the explanation given here about washing soda. Next point is what are the properties and what are the uses of washing soda? 2 to 3 mark question asked on this topic. First of all, properties. Washing soda is a whitish powder at room temperature. We are split this first point. First point is washing soda is a whitish powder at room temperature. Second, it is a odorless powder at room temperature. Clear? It is odorless means no smell at room temperature. Second, litmus has a blue color in its aqueous solution. We are writing some words after this. Therefore, it is basic in nature, that we write here. Litmus has a blue color in its aqueous solution. Therefore, it is basic in nature. Third property is mentioning here. It is hygroscopic. What is meant by hygroscopic? Meaning is given here. Hygroscopic means it absorbs moisture if left exposed to air. So these are the 3 to 4 properties are given here about washing soda. Next question. What are the uses of washing soda? So 2 uses are given here. Now see that. First use is it is used mainly for washing clothes. Second, it is used in glass and paper industry. And third one, it also used in refining of petrol, means purifying of petrol. Clear all of you? Next, write down the reaction of Na2CO3 and H2SO4. So how to write down the reaction? First, you write down the word equation. First of all, we write down here Na2CO3 means washing soda, sodium carbonate, plus next name we add here H2SO4, that is a sulfuric acid, and then below that we are writing here the formulas. Clear all of you? Then to form. What is form in this process? Now see that. First of all, you try to find out the answer. I will give the answer in our assignment solution. Next point is given here. Some crystalline salts. You have learned about water of crystallization in the previous chapter. We use various salts which contain water of crystallization. So question is asked here. Write some examples, some substances in our daily use which contain water of crystallization. So already 5 are given in this point. So write down alum. It is called as potash alum. And formula is given K2SO4, Al2SO4 thrice, Na2.24 water molecules. Second, borax Na2B4O7.10H2O, 10 water molecule present here. Third one, Epsom salt, that is magnesium sulfate, MgSO4 containing 7 water molecules. Fourth one, barium chloride, BaCl2 containing 2 water molecule. And fifth one, sodium sulfate, it is also called as a Glauber salt, Na2SO4 containing 10 water molecules. So these are the 5 examples. Next. Collect more information on the properties and uses of the substances listed above. You try to find out if you are interested. Next. You have learned that alum is used in the process of water purification. Underline that sentence. What is the use of alum? Alum is used in the process of water purification because of property of coagulation. The solid impurities in water come together. That is called as coagulation. Combined together means coagulation process. Become heavy and settle to the bottom. As a result, the water above becomes clear. Second one is given here. Blue vitriol. Blue vitriol is used in blood tests for diagnosing anemia. Anemia is one disease related to blood. In the borax mixture, underline it, in the borax mixture, which is used as a fungicide, means to kill the fungus. For that purpose, this is used. In the borax mixture, which is used as a fungicide on fruits like grapes, muskmelon, melon, and slake lime, it is used with blue vitriol. All are getting? In the borax mixture, which is used as a fungicide on fruits like grapes, muskmelon, slake lime, it is used with blue vitriol. So these are some uses are given here. Next point is given here, soap. What are detergents that you already learned in previous standard, and which chemicals and apparatus will you see in the laboratory for making soap? So already that can you recall? So this is a basic knowledge. Next. When oil or animal fat is boiled with, some points are given here that you write. First point. When oil or animal fat is boiled with an aqueous solution of sodium or potassium hydroxide, so sodium or potassium salt of carboxylic acid, that is the fatty acids, are formed. Second point, start from here. These salts are called soap. So what is soap? That is the answer here. Third point, start from here. When soap is mixed with hard water, calcium and magnesium salts of fatty acids are formed. And fourth point from here, these being water insoluble, they form a precipitate, means solid substance, some particles, solid particles means precipitate, and that is why leather is not formed. Remember these 4 points related to soap. How is soap formed? And related question is there given. Next. Complete the following. Distinguish bathing and washing soap. High-grade fats and oils are used as a raw material in bathing soap, but in washing soap, low quality or low-grade fats and oils are used. Only 1 point is given here, so you try to write more 2 or 3 points. So try to write total 3 to 4 points in the distinguish. Next. Radioactive substance. Question is asked here. Define radioactivity. Answer is given here. Elements with a high atomic number such as uranium, thorium, radium have a property of spontaneously emitting invisible, means not seen to our eyes, invisible, highly penetrating and high energy radiation is called radioactivity, and a substance having this property, a substance having this radioactive property is called as a radioactive substance. The nucleus of radioactive element is unstable. Underline. The nucleus of radioactive element is unstable. So radiation occurs from an unstable nucleus. Radiation occurs from an unstable nucleus. Radioactive substances are relevant to our day-to-day life. However, before going further, let us learn something more about these substances. So next, your question is asked, what are the three types of radiations are given out by radioactive substances? So answer is that three types of radiations are alpha, beta and gamma rays. This is the answer. Next. Now this part is omitted here. This blue color box is omitted from our syllabus. Remember, this box is omitted. Clear? Only this point we learn here. So what is this point? Nature of radioactive radiation. In 1889, Rutherford, what is the name of scientist given here? Rutherford. Rutherford discovered that the radiation emitted by radium is a one radioactive substance, were of two types. Radiations emitted by radium were of two types. They are called alpha and beta radiations. The next name of scientist given here, Villard. Villard discovered the third type of radiation. Name is given gamma radiation. Remember, alpha and beta radiation discovered by the scientist Rutherford, and third type of radiation, that is a gamma radiation, discovered by the scientist Villard. Clear? When these rays are allowed to pass through two oppositely charged plates, means positive and negative, they get separated. This method was introduced by the scientist Rutherford in 1902. Rutherford and Villard studied the radiation emitted by radioactive substances. For this purpose, the rays were allowed to pass through an electrical field and a photographic plate was held in their path. It was found that the radiation was divided into the three types. One type of radiation deviated slightly towards the negatively charged plate, while second type of radiation deviated substantially towards the positively charged plate. However, third type of radiation did not deviate at all in the electrical field. It means that third type of radiation moving in a straight line. Therefore, the rays, see there, the rays which deviated slightly towards negatively charged plate are called as alpha rays. So these alpha rays attracted towards negatively charged plate. It means alpha rays having positive charge. Simple. Those which deviate substantially towards the positively charged plate called as beta rays. So beta rays are deviated towards positively charged plates. It means that beta rays having negative charge. And those which do not deviate at all called as a gamma rays, not attracted towards the positive or negatively charged plate in this experiment. So that third type of radiations are called as gamma rays. See the diagram. The diagram is asked for the 2 to 3 marks. Here label the following diagram. Here thick lead block is given. Inside this lead block, radioactive substance kept. It is one slit is showing here. So these rays are emitted in a like this way. Here two plates are showing positive and negative plate connected to the electricity, so electrically charged plate. And then these radiations passing through these two plates, so three radiations are separated. Beta radiations attracted towards the positively charged plates, so rays attracted to a positively charged plate called as beta rays, attracted towards negatively charged plate called as alpha rays, and gamma rays are not deviated, it is passing in a straight line. That observed on this zinc sulfide, Z and S means zinc sulfide coated photographic plate. Clear all of you? Yes, next. This introduction about the scientist, this part is actually omitted. For your knowledge, you try to read this part. Clear all of you? Next. Next point is given here. Characteristics of alpha, beta and gamma rays. So what are the properties given here? Check now. First property is nature. All three are given. Nature of alpha, beta and gamma. Nature of alpha particle is current of alpha, that is in bracket is showing He means helium 2 plus particles. Current of beta, beta means nothing but what? Check there. Beta means E raised to minus means electron, negatively charged particle. Current of beta means E minus particle. And gamma means nothing but electromagnetic radiation. Next one. About the mass. First one is over. Mass of alpha rays is 4.0028 U. U means Dalton. Beta rays, mass of beta rays is 0.000548 Dalton, and gamma rays having no mass. Third one, charge. Charge on alpha rays is 2 plus, that is He2 plus, 2 positive charges are showing here, so 2 plus, yeah, plus 2. Charge on beta rays, that is a 1 minus. That's why here showing like electron minus, single minus, electron having negatively charged particle. And charge on gamma rays is electrically neutral. Now velocity, fourth one. Velocity of alpha rays is 1/5 to 1/20 times the velocity of light. Beta rays 1/5 to 9/10 times of velocity of light. And gamma rays same as the velocity of light. Fifth one, deviation in an electric field. So that we observed in the diagram. Alpha rays attracted towards the negatively charged plate. Then beta rays attracted towards the positively charged plate. And gamma rays not deviated at all. Next, sixth property is given here. Check that. Sixth property, penetrating power. Alpha rays can penetrate an aluminum sheet of thickness less than 0.02 mm. Means alpha rays passing through this sheet having the thickness is given here 0.02 mm. Next, beta rays. Beta rays can penetrate an aluminum sheet of thickness 2 mm, which is 100 times the penetration of alpha rays. Clear? Comparatively 0.02, so exactly 100 times penetration power is more of the beta rays. And then about the gamma. Gamma radiations can penetrate 15 centimeter thick lead screen, which is 10,000 times the penetration of alpha particles. So that is a easily passing through the one brick wall. 15 centimeter means that is very very large power as compared to alpha. 7 properties given here. Ionization power. Alpha rays very high, beta rays low, and gamma rays very low penetration ionization power. And 8th property, power to produce fluorescence. Alpha rays very high, beta rays very low, and gamma rays very very low fluorescence produce. So these are the properties of alpha, beta and gamma radiations. So today this use of radioactive isotopes. This next point is that we learn in next time. So what is our today's assignment question? Check now. Assignment number 30. Questions. Write the balanced chemical equation of magnesium chloride react with sodium carbonate. Next question. Next chemical reaction you write about crystalline sodium carbonate is exposed to air. Question number 20. What are the properties of washing soda? 21. What are the uses of washing soda? Question number 22. Write the balanced chemical equation when sodium carbonate react with sulfuric acid. Question number 23. Distinguish between washing soda and baking soda. Question number 24. Name some substances in our daily use which contain water of crystallization. Question number 25. What is meant by water of crystallization? Question number 26. What is soap? How is soap prepared? Why it does not form lather with hard water? Question number 27. Distinguish between bathing soap and washing soap. Question number 28. Give scientific reason soap forms a precipitate in hard water. Question number 29. Define radioactivity. Question number 30. What are the three types of radiations are given out by radioactive substances? Question number 31. When is the nucleus said to be unstable? Question number 32. Draw a neat label diagram of nature of radioactive radiation. And question number 23. What are the characteristics of alpha, beta and gamma rays? So these are the questions related to our today's video. Try to complete the answers of these questions. Try to find out. So in this way, today we learn some more salts and new concepts given in this lesson. Thank you.